Hello, how are you? Welcome back. It's a nice summer day and I'm enjoying iced tea. I keep a lid on it because sometimes my cats come in here when I'm recording and they dunk their paws in my drink. Also, when I'm painting, I've done the paintbrush dunk. So that really helps me from doing that. That and my cats knock it over. But anyway, I hope you're doing well. I am doing a lot better this day. It's Tuesday, actually, not Monday, when I'm actually recording this. I was really sick over the weekend. I had no energy and a tension headache and stomach ailment, but the tension headache probably caused it. And it was so bad, it hurt from my head all the way down to my tailbone. And I spent most of the weekend with a headache cap on. And I get really clumsy when I'm going to that. So I was going to change the TV and I dropped the remote on my elbow. Which, how did I get it on that elbow? I don't know. It's me. I'm accident prone, so then I have this here. See? It's really tender to the touch. It was really swollen before, though. So I don't know if my osteo called it to... I don't know if my osteo made it hurt that bad. I'll ask when I go in a couple weeks. But yeah, it was pretty painful. So I wasn't feeling 100% still this week. So I decided to do the video with just taking you in my shops, showing you the things I work on, showing you what I have, and I will be adding more stuff. So I will take you in and we'll start off with my big cartel under my website. It's under my own domain, ladylizsworld.com. Anyway, I hope you have a nice cold beverage with you, and I'll take you in the shop. So this is my big cartel shop. It's actually under my domain of ladylizsworld.com. I really like them. You could have up to 50 slots for $15 a month, which is not too bad. And I could switch it out if I need to for holidays and stuff. That's all I need right now. Eventually, I will open up more slots and switch the next package. Starting first, we have Izzy Fairy. She is a reoccurring character of mine, so you'll see different variations of her all over my art. She'll have black hair sometimes brown, but usually always purple. She is an 8x10 watercolor on Canson cold press paper. Next up, I have a colored pencil drawing of a forest guardian lady. She is 5x7. Here is a 5x7 gouache in ink. She's based on invisibility with disability. I've been to the market several times where people just walk right into me and not even say excuse me, like if I'm not even there. And you're like, didn't you see me? Like, hello, excuse me. And they still won't acknowledge you. It sucks, but that's what happens sometimes. And I came home and painted her. It sucks. People suck. This is my pink punk rock angel. She is also 5x7 and she is with watercolor and ink. I have another Izzy Fairy, 8x10 watercolor in ink. She's sitting in the flower garden. I also have a print. It's an 8x8 print of this purple fairy from my monochromatic fairy collection. The original one was sold over the holidays, so it's no longer available, but you could get an 8x8 print on quality art paper. Another Izzy Garden Fairy sitting in the garden, a little sassy, looking over her shoulder. This is also 5x7, and this comes in print. Here she is again, sitting in the garden, being a little sassy, relaxing in the sunlight. Another 5x7 print. This is a 16x20 purple unicorn. It's mostly monochromatic. Here I have an abstract, soothing purple painting. As you can tell, I like purple. Done in the middle of the night with anxiety, and I wanted to calm myself down. It's also painted on the side. Fun little sister fairy sitting in the garden. Here is another fairy. Here she is again, Miss Izzy, being a little shy. It's a 5x5 on a stretched canvas, sides painted. It's small. Here's the tiny fairy flying through some flowers. I have her smaller on this one. This is also a 12 by 12 acrylic painting, and the sides are painted. Now I have the Sisters Fairy from the painting earlier. They're 7 by 10 mixed media fairy. They are sold only together, and they have a little bit of colored pencil, and they're gouache with colored pencil. Here I have a vintage pose Izzy Fairy relaxing on a purple sofa. I call this my jamming fairy. It's 8 by 10 gouache with fine liner. I am Lady Liz's World on Ko-fi. I have a lot of similar stuff on here as I did on Big Cartel, but I do post color pages on here occasionally, and when I do, you could get them for free if you are a member. These are bookmarkers available on there as well. So this is another 5 by 7 original painting. It is a Rockstar Elf. I did a Rockstar playing. If you saw the jamming fairy on my website, come over here, you can get prints of her. This is a 5 by 7 monster mushroom with watercolor paper. Creepy doll. It is a 7 by 10 creepy doll original multimedia painting. It's multimedia, so there's all kinds of stuff on here. I also have cards. These are original cards. They're one of a kind. There's only one of each one of these. I did make prints of them on Etsy for the summer, where you could get the whole collection together as a greeting card set. I mean, for Halloween. I will be putting those up for sale again on Etsy midsummer, so you could get them to send out for Halloween. This is a print of a gesture. Some of these are silly little originals from prompts, doing draw-alongs where there's all kinds of silly prompts. So that's where a lot of these are coming from. That's why we have a drunk octopus. That's how we got the reverse mermaid. This was from a prompt that had something to do with insects and spies. So right here I have my Etsy shop. There's only a few things on here right now. I'm changing some things up with it, but I have some originals and a couple prints on here. And I will be adding more and more stuff. But this is my blah 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 16 by 20 gesture painting. It's painted on all 4 sides, and it is an original piece. Right here, this is a print though. This blue gesture is the same print that's on my coffee shop. You could get it on here as well. Here's an original 12 by 12 of an angel walking the runway. And I painted all 4 sides of this one as well. I can't talk today, sorry. I'm really stumbling over my words. If you like eyeballs, this is a piece for you. I like silly stuff though. I think life is boring sometimes, and you gotta just do something silly, and the weirder you are, the better. Especially when everything's crazy and adulting is getting crazy and there's always something happening. Having a fun thing to do is a lot of fun. So always enjoy yourself, and it doesn't matter. There's nothing that's ever too weird in art. Just do it, because somebody out there will like it. Finally, I am bringing you my relaunched Threadless shop. I fell off of it for a while, but decided to relaunch it again this year. This is a spider shirt because I'm extremely arachnophobic and I like to make fun of myself. My husband takes them outside, but I was thinking, what would happen if I walked into a web and the spider wanted to flush me down the toilet? And that's what that comes from, my fear of spiders, and it's a reoccurring character of mine in some of my art that I've been working on. Here I have 8 styles. I'm going to be adding more eventually. I just opened the shop again. One of the ones I'll show you is the taco run. It was from an art stream, and the prompt was walking taco. The classic shirts come in a variety of colors and sizes, styles, and material. Long sleeve, short sleeve, and I could offer a lot more varieties than threadless. I also have some fitted t-shirts and women's shirts with v-neck, tank tops, and stuff like that as well. But here I have a moon, I have a coffee, and this one is called Wine O'Clock because it's wine o'clock somewhere. I'm only showing you a couple shirts from each section, even though they come in tanks and long sleeve shirts and all of that as well. It's just that I was having issues with everything freezing up when I was trying to click on each one individually. And I wanted to keep the video shorter so it won't be too long. I have kid sizes too. I only put a few of them in the kid sizes, the taco, the Halloween cat, darling kitty, and then there's a kitty playing with the spiders. Usually around the holidays, I'll put some new Christmas shirts for the kids. So for Pride Month, I made 2 Pride t-shirts. I made one in the classic size, and I made one in the fitted t-shirt size as well. And that's available all year round. We also offer some home decor. As far as wall art, we have a few posters, only 4 of them, but you could get them in a variety of sizes as well. We have the coffee time, Lucky the dancing girl, Kitty is walking on wet paint, and the Moon Sisters poster. So these are prints that you could purchase through here. I also have stickers, so if you like stickers, there's a few stickers, not a whole lot, but and some of my favorite designs. But first, let me show you the floor pillows, or the throw pillows. The throw pillows only come in 3 styles, which is the Arachnophobia one, the kitties one of the kitty darling, and the Luna Moon one. And I'm really tongue-tied right now. I apologize, but I'm getting through this. Here we have 6 stickers. So I have the Arachnophobia one, the Wine O'Clock, Walking Taco, the Halloween one. I have the Darling Kitty, and then we have an Exorcist parody that I have on a shirt on my Etsy shop, but it says, "I will not calm down." It's a joke between me and my hubby. You know, when you're a little grumpy and someone tells you, "Calm down," you do not calm down. And then I have 2 mugs. I'm going to be changing out the Halloween one, though, because I'm not really happy the way it came out. And then I noticed at the end of this, I actually added the pillows again when I already showed them. So you'll be seeing that. But right here we have 6 handbags. They're also good for the grocery store, or an overnight bag to sling over your shoulder, throw your art supplies in to go to the park or go to yoga, the gym. Thank you so much for watching. I've been wanting to do that for a while, so you could kind of get a feel for who I am. I enjoyed showing the shops to you. I hope you liked it, and check the links below if you're interested in anything. But have a great week, and I'll see you next Monday.